Hello everyone, we would like to share some information about drugs in this video. Death by drugs overdose has been on the rises year by year. In this video, we're gonna share with you guys about what is drugs, how usually people approach the drugs, what are the effects of drugs, and the way to prevent it. First, what is drugs? A drug is any substance which, when taken into the body, alter the body functions either physically or psychologically. Drugs can be illegal use and illegal use. Excessive use of drugs without a doctor's certificate, we call it as illegal use. Drugs can be divided into few groups such as stimulants, depressants, and hallucinogens. Different types of drugs could cause different damage to our body and mental.
Reasons why people use drugs are as following. The first reason is loneliness. Most of the drug users commonly lack of positive human contact to sustain happiness. The feeling of isolation is the major source of unhappiness. The experience of loneliness is painful. Persons with self-regulation specifically attribute to loneliness have manifested in alcohol abuse and drug abuse. Control hypothesis suggests that the absence of caring friends and family lead people to neglect themselves, indulge in health-damaging behavior. The second reason is curiosity. Curiosity is a part of life. Many people begin trying with drugs and alcohol simply because they are curious and want to know what it feels like. Even if they know that the drugs are bad, they don't believe that anything bad can actually happen to them. Educating teenagers on the consequences of drug and alcohol abuse may extinguish these curiosities. The third reason is peer pressure. Many people all learn about it and think it won't happen to them, but often the classic tool of peer pressure is the reason they experience with drug and alcohol. This peer pressure happens most often between the age of 16 and 18, when teenagers begin to think everyone else is doing it, so they shall too. These are common situations in which they feel like they need to join in to be able to fit in.
The illegal and criminal activities caused by drugs are constantly spreading, and the number of drugs trafficking and drugs abusers is increasing, which brings serious harm to public security and the health of the people. Here are some serious effects and disadvantages of taking drugs. First, destroy physical and mental health. Drug abuse seriously damages the physical and mental health of young people. The overwhelming majority of current use drugs are heroes, which causes a high degree of toxicity and physiological damage to the human nervous system. Second, trigger various crimes. The biggest harm of drug use is numbness and the disintegration of the spirit and will of the persons, causing people to lose their conscience and sense of responsibilities and to do all bad things and feels that it has nothing to do with themselves. This will lead to an increase in criminal cases. Third, the family breaks down. Due to the huge consumption of drugs money, ordinary families simply cannot afford it. Even some families with savings will soon go bankrupt, which will inevitably lead to family disharmony and eventually lead to family breakdown, wife separations, fathers and sons turning back, and even moral loss. Drugs abuse, the whole family suffered. And the last one, infects multiple diseases. Drug use is linked to risky behavior such as needle sharing and unsafe sex and can also weaken the immune system. These combinations greatly increase the likelihood of contracting HIV, hepatitis, and other infectious diseases.
Since we have to resist the drugs in our life, there are several ways to prevent people from drugs. First of all is refuse to the temptation of drugs and never be curious on attempting the drugs. For example, if you go to the ceremony and realize that someone are taking the drugs and ask you for attempt the drugs, you should immediately say no and get away from that place. You should also find a better group of friends which won't force pressure you to do something harmful. Secondly, keep a positive mind, deal with life pressure and obstacles. People nowadays are overworked and overwhelmed, but some people will use wrong way to relieve their stress to take a break, example smoke and drink alcohol. However, in the end, this will only make life more stressful. Sooner or later will still get affected by drugs. To prevent using drugs as a reward, you may find a reliable person to talk and tell the actual situation to relieve stress. Thirdly, keep a healthy lifestyle. You should eat healthy, exercise more, and have enough sleep every day to ensure good spirits. You can also try anything positive and relaxing, help take the mind off using drugs when you are free time. If you are only looking for a monetary pleasure, it is better to turn your attention to other interesting and happy things. Example, take up exercising, read a good book, volunteer with the needy, and others to make life more fulfilling.
Our purpose and objective of this video is to instill the knowledge and disadvantage of the drug to young generation and to prevent young generation from going astray. Moreover, I very appreciated to you all for watching our video. For my expectation of this video, which is I hope that you all can get helpful information from this video. Other than that, I hope that after you all watching this video, you can share to another people to help them to avoid from taking drugs. Lastly, thank you once again for watching our video. Maintaining social harmony is our responsibility, so let us all contribute to social harmony and make this society a better place.